Oh yeah, we have a couple of comment questions. That one of them I ignored because it was bad timing. But at this moment, we can drop it. And this is from the homie Lindell, who got excited because he's not far from Orlando right now. So we wanted to know first, what do you think of the humidity in Florida?
Sucks. The humidity sucks, man. I love Orlando though, but the weather in Florida sucks for me at least.
I understand, man. And then he may or may not remember an artist named King Sun, Sun.
Yeah,
He remind
yeah, of course.
you remind him of King Sun.
I ain't mad at that.
That
I ain't
was
mad at that.
that was the other one. Yeah, that's dope, man. You also do all your own graphic designs, which is fire. Like honestly, I am duly impressed. Like I know a lot of people don't. I don't know. Maybe in your mind, it's not like where you want to be. I don't know. But I look at it like, yo, you have
At
the
this
dopest
point,
shit. It's like so cool. Everything you're doing is like, bro, you're doing all the things and you're doing it nice.
yeah, I'm doing everything I want to do. I'm completely content and happy with life. I'm not one of these bitter ass dudes because I'm not driving a Bentley and and all that other shit. I'm not concerned with that. I'm living great. You know what I mean? And still doing what I love to do at a high level. And as long as I can do it, I'm gonna keep doing it because that was my point about the fly by night dudes who come in and they don't get on in the first 2 years and they walk away and quit. And it not that they wasn't dope or anything like that, but it just goes to show you who really loves the music, who really loves the culture. Are you a real artist? It separates the real artist from the dudes that's just trying to, they know that they have a talent and they're going to use it to try to make some bread. It doesn't work out, so they go back to being a banker, whatever their job was, and don't do it no more. I do this because I have to do it. Like this is what I do. Like if I didn't do music, I'd probably blow my brains out from stress.
No,
You know what I mean?
in that regard, I know exactly what you mean. As you were saying it, I thought about it. Like, there's even some people who, like, 5, 6 years ago, I would have sworn I never would have talked to again. But the part where, like, they still do it to this day, and they look at me with the same feeling. It's like, I mean, come on, you're still doing it. How can I hate? You know, you've been doing it that long. Like, I respect that. Like, I have to respect somebody that dedicates their life to this in some way or another, and like puts it down, and then to do it nice, it's just incredible too. But like, it, there's a lot of people, like, you realize at a certain point that don't do it anymore, and then you start going the whatever happened to game in your mind, and you're like, oh, say a word, that's a big list whenever you start
Yeah.
playing whatever happened to. Oh, we got another question. Lindell's in a mood today. Did you find that the girls in Florida were of a particular quality upgrade to other places? He's in a mood, and this is a real question. You can
And
see it pop up on the screen
chicks,
after.
chicks everywhere are the same, man. Chicks every
I love it.
you know what I mean? There's nice looking chicks, ugly chicks everywhere you go.
That is the most facts of life answer to that question I ever heard.
Once you start being everywhere and you start, obviously attitudes are different. You know what I mean? Attitudes are
Mm.
different from different regions and things of that nature. But you know,
So, let's ask about that. You've been to a lot of places. Have you toured a lot?
nah, I really haven't done that. I've technically I've really only toured one time with my dude Mad Ills.
Mm.
Technically, that was the only time I've ever did like I've done shows all over the place. A lot of times just one offs. You know what I mean? But I never did no tour.
Have,
No.
so what kind of so you did a lot more traveling for like battle rap and things like that, or?
Yeah, a lot of traveling for battle rap, man. I mean, when I was doing the grind time battle rap in upstate, I was really just focused on putting my city on, putting the whole upstate on, not even just my city, putting the whole upstate down. Like I said, I was dealing with people from Rochester, Buffalo, Albany, Utica, all over the place. You know what I mean? So I was just concerned with making sure they was getting battles, and really focusing on the business of battle rap at that point. And we were going everywhere. Like we were going to Atlanta. We all the wherever there was a grind top division, we were going there. You know what I mean? My
That's
dude, real talk, he made it all the way to he made it all the way to Rock the Bells from L.A. Out in L.A. and that was just really big deal for him. And also to see him need to see him go, see all the hard work that we put in to just into the battle rap thing that we did here, because nobody knew who these dudes from upstate were until we started pushing.
yeah, that's big, eh? If you think about the power of upstate in the game today.
I mean, yeah, I mean now you got now some of the biggest influences in hip hop. Griselda coming out of Buffalo, New York. You know what I mean? Salute to them dudes, man. They really cracked the pavement.
Yeah, it's definitely big. Another one question we got. Dad, what's your favorite project you worked on?
That's a hard one, man, because every time I start a new project, that's my favorite project.
I
But
relate to that.
but I would have to say, man, my first project was probably the most involved because what I didn't I did some of the beats, but I had different producers on that, different artists coming what I was working with on that project, and just people around. Like it wasn't just my own input. Now I create projects and it's just me. I'm my input. Yeah, I'm doing all my own input. There isn't a bunch of people around me. Oh, yo, do this like this, do this like that. You know what I mean? Oh, you should say this like that, or you should come at it like this with a different angle. But back then, that was probably the most fun I had working on a project because it was a lot more input than just my own in that project.
Right. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big observation. So, in your opinion, just having the producer element in the room is huge.
Yeah,
I don't mean beat
yeah, no, it's a
maker. I
big
mean
deal.
like actual producer.
Yeah. Now I just do what I want, do what I feel. I'm sorry, the sun is going down, y'all.
You know, it's perfect. It's like a great way to like close off the ambiance of things as we end it off.
Absolutely.
There's still like you got another question here. This one's from Ismail. Did you produce for other people?
Yes, I have. I did some joints for Poison Pen, although he hasn't released them yet. I did bunch of Syracuse artists I've done joints for. I've produced actually I have a project, couple projects coming out right now where I just did the productions on. One with my dude Chords Cordero. I'm working on something with CF, Constant Flow. Um, I'm working on what else? What else? What else? My dude Javel J5 from out here. I just gave him a bunch of beats. He's working on a project, probably gonna use a few of my joints. So yeah, I'm working on a project with my dude Wade I Black, all produced by me, a little EP. So yeah, I'm starting to branch out and do my because before I would just really just do production for myself every once in a while. So I would give somebody a beat or they would use a beat. Oh, just let me get that beat. I like that if you're not using it. But for the most part, I always just produce for myself. But yeah, now I'm starting to branch out and I'm trying to do projects like whole production projects with a few different artists. I got 3 of them on the way.
Man, I love your ambition. It's like not
I don't
only
know if
are
it's
you still.
ambition, it's just passion to do it. It's not really ambition, it's really just passion to keep doing it. Like this is just what I do.
I
I don't know
mean,
if it's ambition or it's just
ambition is the part where it
passion.
grows.
Yeah,
Because
I
you,
guess, I guess so.
cause you could just do it and it not go anywhere, and then that would
True.
to me be
True
raw
indeed.
passion. I know a lot of that. So the part where it's interesting and it grows and there's a lot of people involved and a desire to focus on culture and yeah, I mean there's a degree of ambition if you're fucking running grind time at one point.
True. True indeed. No, absolutely.
So I respect all that. Yeah, we got one more question here. I know the lighting is kind of fading on you.
Hold on. I think that this is gonna be all right. Here we go.
Yeah. Now that's it. We got that. Who are rappers that caught your attention the most? I guess who are some of your biggest influences outside of Team Hami? I'm gonna put that caveat.
And I'm see this now you're going, well, I guess I've already gotten into that. So I would have to say, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim. Rakim was probably my biggest influence. KRS-One, Cool G Rap, some of the, Nas, Jay-Z, all the greats, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I respect that a lot. So you have the next project dropping September something. I don't remember the date.
Hopefully September 12th. If
September
I can,
12th.
I'm just, it's all done. I'm just waiting on a few features.
You got videos, you got all this stuff going on, YouTubes and lives. Basically everything for you is fucking being blessed. You linked up with Team Hami. I'm really happy we had this conversation. You're a fucking interesting person with like a very.
Oh, I'm glad somebody thinks I'm interesting.
I mean, I think anybody. See, sometimes people think interesting is in the accomplishment, and I don't think that's the case. I think often accomplishment's boring half the time. Like, who cares that Eminem wins awards? It's almost boring at this point. Like, who fucking
The journey.
cares?
It's the journey that's more interesting.
And I think in this era, it's a lot more interesting to watch a guy grind it out to the point where he's starting a clothing line and popping off in COVID and doing all this crazy shit. Like, to me, that's fire. Like, what's more interesting than somebody that took advantage of their life?
Yeah, I dig that.
I mean, other people can disagree with me all they want, but at least a lot of people I talk to tend to be on the same page. I think it's why the veneer of materialism isn't holding up so well with the youthful little ones. It's because authenticity is on the way back in again, is my predictions. And
I believe, and that I believe that's giving me a boost. You know what I'm saying? To see that this thing that we do is coming back alive.
And
You know what I mean? With artists like Ransom popping back up. You know what I mean? Salute to Ransom. His new project is crazy. Jojo Pellegrino, his new project is crazy. Like, these are dudes we haven't really heard from. And then all of a sudden, I mean, Ransom, we've been hearing some things from Ransom, but Jojo kind of been, putting things out here and there. And all of a sudden he puts out this project and it's bananas. You know what I mean? Shout out to my dude Nems. You know what I mean? I know he getting ready to drop his first project. The Gorilla Monsoon was crazy. I know he getting ready to drop another one. The Congo joint is probably going to be even crazier. So, RJ Payne, another dude, is just crazy with it. You know what I mean? Mickey Fax, like, just all these dudes, man. Like, and the conversation is coming back. It's coming back to skills. Like, can you rap?
yeah,
Like, and
but
there's
what
a
I
whole
like is
audience
that it's
of
not
people.
just can you rap, it's can you rap, but it has to be interesting.
Yeah, for sure. It's
'Cause,
not just,
like, that Mickey Fax joint was the most interesting part of everything that came out of that Lupe and everything.
it's look, and that pumps me up a little bit, man. I get excited about that. That is coming back around. Those conversations are happening again. You know what I mean?
All I heard about today was Dipset Locks. That's the only conversation, and all of the
Yeah,
conversation, and it's a great
definitely.
conversation. Unless you were a Team Dipset, upon which maybe you weren't having a good day. It is what it is. I was
Yeah, they
Team.
got their boots. They got their boots smoked.
I had a lot of fun watching it. I was
Yeah,
like,
nah.
yo, the
It was the only
Locks.
verses I've ever watched. I never watched a verses before.
I got suckered into DMX Snoop Dogg because, like,
I caught
I'm
glimpses, pieces
12
of a
in
couple verses,
2000.
but nah, that's the only verses I watched.
It was worth it. I went back. The only part I did not like was the 10-ish minutes of, we're going to shut down the event if you
Oh
motherfuckers
yeah,
don't
yeah,
get off
yeah.
the stage. And then you're
But
looking
but
at them and you're just like, why won't you get off the
but that's
stage?
but that's a part of hip hop. If you've ever been to a battle rap event, you know that that's just what's going to happen in between battles.
Why?
It's just that's just hip hop, bro.
Man, some of it's so baffling to me. So I'm watching
That's
it
just hip hop,
and I'm
man.
like, what's going on? Because I mean, it's, and then they're just yelling at,
That's
and
the
then
beauty of it.
to a degree, they just kept the show going, and the stage people did not really lose their battle. They were like, nah, I don't think I have to get off this stage. It's not going to fall. And if it falls, I'm falling with it. And the
Yeah.
motherfucker put a chair down. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a bold thing to do, right? Like, to just...
Yeah, pretty crazy. It was dope, man. I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed watching it.
I enjoyed it too. It was fun. I wanna see. I like the fact that, like, it's different with a crowd. This is the first one I saw with, like, a crowd where, like, you could just feel the energy in the room in a way where it's not just fucking people on Instagram. And I was like, that's
for sure.
Versus
Madison
could
Square
be
Garden, bro. New York City was in the building that night.
It was fire. It was really cool. I don't know, man. It got me excited, and I think that, like, the algorithm Spotify thing that everyone hates created a lot of new markets that love exactly this, like, authentic-ish, like, I don't want to say, like, other things are illegitimate, but, like, this more raw feel of hip-hop from back in the day. And because of algorithms, it's like a lot of people just got new consumers. 50-year-olds give a shit about new music for, like, the first time in history, because the barrier to entry to finding new music is so low that even 50-year-olds are like, you know what? I'll pay for the Spotify. Send me some new tunes. I got people, like, the most surprising, because I'm, like, the rapper at work. So I got the most surprising people walking up to me trying to show me hip-hop songs of all genres. I'm like, you listen to that? And that started happening a lot in the last, like, 3 years. So it makes me believe that, like, literally everybody's going to be able to make music. And there's going to be a lot of people into this conversation as it grows. And if Lupe can drop 2-minute verses 7 times a day, I'm exaggerating a bit, but he just kept doing it. It was like 18 hours, dropped another one, 2 days dropped. And I'm like, I guess things are changing now, right? Like, it's shifting in a more fun direction that is not what it's been for the longest time.
I would say so. I would agree with that statement.
But yeah, I appreciate you coming through. I feel like, in the organic sense of things, it's like we got to the past, we went through your story. We're at the present. The sun has gone down. Soon it will be too dark.
I appreciate y'all having me, man.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's a shame that Mr. Flacky couldn't be here. It is what it is, but I still...
It's all good. Love is love.
Really appreciate you coming, and that you shared this with us, and that, like, you let us get to know you like that. I thought this was an amazing time. And I also want to thank End of the Week for hosting this, because they're incredible.
Shout out to EOW 100%.
Y'all can, like, find their stuff at /EOWTV or go to EODub.com. It's easier to say that. And you can go follow all their stuff. They're amazing. A wide itinerary of fun activities on the internet lines. And thank y'all for watching, the peoples that are here watching in the live lines.
Shout out to Big Sister Goddess. She was holding it down.
Oh my gosh, she's week over week. She is there to ensure the success of the situation. Y'all don't even know. I just don't bring up her name because, she's one of those off-cam, behind-the-scenes people.
Facts,
but week over fucking week, without her.
Facts.
And but that's it. But y'all watching though, again, y'all make it a show. Y'all in the future, y'all make it a product. It makes it wonderful. Everybody's dope out there. We appreciate that. Do you have any, like, final words for the peeps?
Man, I just appreciate whoever came through. I couldn't see the live, so I don't know how many people was watching, whatever, but I know it's going to get put out. But shout out to everybody, man. I hope y'all check out the music. You know what I mean? Check out the clothing line, JusOneMusic.com, VacantDreams.com for the clothing line. The Instagram and the Facebook is JusOne_Team Homie. Just come fuck with me, man.
On that note, everyone, appreciate y'all being here, though, and live long and prosper, everybody.